William, you know, I was thinking of you this week because I know you have a lot of fruit plants and fruit trees at your place. How are they doing?
It is that time of year when the fruit starts to ripen on the trees and blueberries and stuff. And you know, I was watching a squirrel who would actually look at each of the mulberries on my tree and could see from the color, I guess, which ones were ripe and would eat those.
Oh, great.
So today we're going to talk about a few things that will keep animals from taking the fruit that we're, carefully trying to grow for ourselves without harming them. What are some of the ideas, Judy?
Well, you know, one of the really easy ones is a netting. And so you're going to really exclude the birds, and I bet it would work on those squirrels too. So you just kind of stretch it over so that they can't get to the fruit.
Yeah, at least it would confound them,
right,
which is what you want to do, and then they'll just go elsewhere to eat. Another couple of great ideas. We have this stuff that's reflective tape. All it is just a metal tape. You hang it in the trees. Every time the wind or the light hits it, it startles the birds, so they fly off. Another thing that I really like at home is the Scarecrow. Now, this won't work on small birds, but it certainly works on dogs, cats, squirrels, possums, deer, and larger birds. It's just ran by water and batteries, and every time they come into the sensor, it squirts on, scares them off.
Yeah, and you know, I think you should move that around so that they don't get used to it.
To where it's going to be.
Right.
What about this little friend of yours?
Well, the same thing with Mr. Owl here. He's just going to be scaring birds away because he's a predator, so that they know that if he's around, they're not going to be there. Same thing.
I've seen those on like chimneys and stuff, so little swallows don't get to the chimneys too.
So if you have a place that birds are nesting, you don't want them, you would use an owl too.
Yeah, and you know, you don't have to go and buy a lot of expensive items. This is an old pie tin, and you can take those, punch a hole in them, string them with like fishing wire or small lightweight wire, and that same reflection will work for them. Whoops.
CDs too. I mean, we all have old CDs that we don't use anymore, or they skip, and you hang those too, and it's the same thing like that tape, and it shines, and it just scares them away.
Yeah, I tried my 8-track tapes, but that didn't work too well.
Maybe if you take out the tape.
So, no matter what you're trying to preserve for yourself on your fruits and trees and stuff, you can always find all kinds of things that'll help protect that fruit. Well, except for the larger animals, and sometimes you just have to let those do what they're going to do.